The WWE crowd at Backlash in France, one of the most energetic crowds I've seen in a pay-per-view, in a premium live event, in a live event. This was absolutely incredible. I can't do nothing but thank France and thank that audience for just a great visual. And when I seen SmackDown the night previous, I'm like, man, this crowd is hot for SmackDown. I could only imagine the next night for Backlash, it was just going to go to that next level. And it not only went to that next level, it exceeded any level I would think of, to be honest. Incredible. One of the greatest crowds that I've seen, participation-wise, just with energy. It wasn't a dull moment in the whole event. It don't matter who was wrestling, who was on the card, what was happening. That energy in that building, something I'll never forget just as a viewer. Oh, man. Bobby Monsoon, 215. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to get into this Backlash pay-per-view. I'm not going to lie. Going into this, I'm like, man, the storylines felt filler. Everything was filler. The momentum just felt lackluster. The writing I didn't really like. It was so much I didn't like. I think came off some of the worst SmackDown and Raw episodes. By far the worst WWE draft in history. For it to end like this was a complete shock for me. And I think I need to give WWE writing team and their production team and everybody in behind the scenes a little bit more grace and patience. I need to know that these are men and women that's been doing this for 30, 40 years and they know what they're doing. And the captain on that ship, Paul Levesque, is nobody like Paul Levesque, man. How he's putting this together, how him and Nick Khan are strategically coming together and putting together these events all year. We're going to be overseas, Saudi Arabia, Scotland, Berlin. They hit France was Backlash. What was Elimination Chamber? Australia. This is going to be incredible. I think WWE is only in the U.S. 3 or 4 times. I think WrestleMania, SummerSlam, maybe Survivor Series and Royal Rumble. Everything else, if I'm not mistaken, is overseas. That is incredible. And for France to just set the bar like that, Perth, Australia, they set the bar pretty high. France completely blew it out the water. So I could only imagine what's coming next. It's going to be very, very interesting to see these live crowds and how they're going to be trying to top each other to see who could be the best live crowd, man. This was incredible. Backlash 2024 in France, the largest gate in an arena show. Philly held that record. We had it for a few weeks, but France broke it. Incredible. Crowd was completely on fire. The show started off Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. I never seen a beginning of a PLE, a beginning of a Raw or a SmackDown start off just completely on fire, like from the rip. And when I say start off, I mean literally. As they're done their entrances, they start arguing in the ring and they just start street fighting from the rip. You got security trying to break it up like a regular Raw, but this ain't a regular Raw. Nick Aldis comes down and says, you know what? Y'all don't want to listen? All right, cool. We gonna turn this into a street fight. The crowd completely loses their shit. And now the whole match, these 4 men completely do work. Randy Orton first ballot Hall of Famer, Kevin Owens, making his pathway to Hall of Fame. Solo Sikoa, trying to get out the shadow of the bloodline of Roman Reigns, making a name for himself. Tama Tonga, the WWE new signee of the bloodline, starting his career off on complete fire. Yo, this was an incredible match. An incredible showing by 4 great performers. Now, I said yesterday on the SmackDown review, I can't wait to see Tama Tonga, to see how he approaches this match, to see, you know what I mean, how he is in the ring, just to see, because what I'm seeing so far, before I even seen Backlash, I'm like, I like what I'm seeing. I like his wrestling psychology. I like how his mannerisms. I like how he knows how to sell. He knows how to go on the offense. He knows how to play the character, the facial expressions. Incredible. And I was really looking forward to seeing this, and he exceeded all expectations. Tama Tonga is better than Solo Sikoa. I'm saying it right now. Solo Sikoa is great. He got the experience. He got it all. Tama Tonga is different. And I just can't wait to see what else we got in store for this dude, man. This dude is on another level. And I'm just not talking about a monster who could just beat people up and stuff like that, but he knows how to tell a story in the ring. With him getting them lashes on his back from the kendo stick, him getting hit with chairs, he had the biggest spot in the match. Most of the spots in the match where somebody's getting completely destroyed was when Tama Tonga was getting fucked up. It was like incredible match. The crowd, I never heard people sing Randy Orton's song word from word. Hey, talk to me. Yeah, that's crazy. The crowd sung Randy Orton's song word for word. That shit was fire. Now, most of the beginning of this match, you got Randy Orton and Kevin Owens completely beating the shit out of Solo and Tama. Like that, it was like so one-sided. And if you in the wrestling community, you know that everybody swore it was Fatu that was gonna come out and that was gonna interrupt the match and that was gonna interfere and cause the bloodline to win. So we were kind of waiting for that, and when we seen it was so one-sided, it was like, all right, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? But it didn't happen. It didn't happen how I thought it was gonna happen. I thought it was just gonna be one-sided. Then he comes out, even the playing field, match is over. You know, I thought Backlash was probably gonna be one of the most predictable pay-per-views ever, but no. It was one-sided. Then you got Solo and Tama coming back. They coming back fighting, and everything is being used, especially when Solo and them was getting beat up. I'm talking about chairs, steel steps, tables, announce tables, kendo sticks, trash can lids, everything. Fighting in the crowd, man, that shit was fire. Did such an incredible job. Tama Tonga is like I said before, he's just selling it like completely just another level of selling, just another level of talent. They got this one spot, Kevin Owens and him. This is like towards the end of the match. Kevin Owens and Tama Tonga, they at the top rope. They're trying to superplex. Kevin Owens did his when he hooks the one leg, then he does like a superplex, but it's on fucking 4 steel chairs. And that spot was so fire. So fire. Kevin Owens go for the pin. 1, 2, ref gets swiped out in the ring. I'm like, damn, there you go, 5-2. But it wasn't 5-2. It was Tama Tonga brother. What's his name? Tonga Owa? Iowa? I don't even know. Tonga Owa. Something. Tama Tonga brother. He interrupts what the fuck you call it? He takes the ref out the ring, grab the steel steps, hit Randy with it, hit Kevin with it. Ugh, solo fucking Samoa Spike. 1, 2, 3. Bloodline wins. I really don't know what's going on. That was a big surprise for everyone. I know people in WWE got to be cracking the fuck up looking online. We all swore it was 5-2 coming. Like, you couldn't convince anybody that it wasn't. And for it to be just somebody else from the bloodline was just wow. Tamatonga brother. I got to do some research on him. I never even heard of this dude, so I'm pretty sure he's a great asset, and I can't wait to see what they got. But the visual with Tamatonga, Solo Sikoa, and Tamatonga brother, it's like the Bloodline 2.0 or the new Bloodline, whatever they calling this, is looking like a strong faction. Now you got Paul Heyman there, looking like a deer in the headlights, or maybe not even shocked. He's looking more afraid. You know what I mean? He's looking more nervous, worried, concerned about what's next for him. Because at any given time, these dudes could go rogue and start whipping his ass. So the wise man got to watch himself. I can't wait to see how they're going to integrate this when Roman gets back. The energy when Roman comes back is just going to be so electric fire. As I said, this was probably one of the best opening of a match, of a PLE, of anything. The crowd completely on fire, and man, I can't wait to see more from these dudes. RKO, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. At first, I was bitching about it. I was complaining it was tag teaming and they was putting them together too much. But this team is starting to really grow on me, especially after this. I don't know. I never would have thought Randy Orton and Kevin Owens would be a good team. But when you really see them and when they really work, it's like, wow, this is a great tag team, man. Now I want to see them on a run. I want to see them kind of go for the tag team titles. And that shouldn't be that hard with A-Town Down having them. So, we'll see how that goes. Next match, Bayley, Naomi, and Tiffany Stratton in a triple threat match. Naomi is over in France. They love that song. Glow, glow, glow. Naomi is completely over in France. Everybody was over, but it's certain superstars that they felt like just was super over, and it's crazy because Naomi was one of them. Bayley, they loved Bayley. Of course, everyone loves Tiffany. They love Tiffany, and just a solid triple threat match. Great work by all three of these women. Naomi's one of the greatest women's wrestlers I've literally ever seen. I know sometimes her acting could be a little bit. I wish it was a little bit better, but Naomi, just as an in-ring performer, it's just no blemishes, no mistakes. It's just complete perfection whenever she goes on. It's such a great sight to see Naomi work, man. I love seeing Naomi work, man. They had the triple threat match. All women looked strong. We all knew Bayley was going to come out on top on this. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Bayley being the champion until maybe Charlotte comes back, or I don't know. I don't know who can challenge Bayley on SmackDown. I'm not sure. There's a lot of talent on SmackDown. But she could have a nice little run as women's champion, and no one's gonna be mad at that. Bayley obviously won, and I think when it's time her dropping it to Tiffany, maybe at SummerSlam, I think I might want to see that. Jey Uso entrance. Oh man, like I never seen nothing like this. Now, when I seen Jey Uso start this, I'm like, all right, this is gonna, when it catches on, it's gonna be fire. But then he kept doing it, and it's like, all right, I don't know, it's cool. Maybe it's not catching on as much. But then you're starting to see more people just doing the arm thing, and it starts to become a thing more and more and more. Then you got WrestleMania. I was in the building. It was crazy there, even though I missed it because I had to go to the concession stand at that time. But I watched it back. It was crazy there. And when he did it in France, they knew it was different. He came out in the crowd loses their shit. It seemed like it wasn't one fucking person there that wasn't like this. The whole fucking building completely lost their shit on his entrance, to the point where I knew Damien was gonna win. But it made me think, like, fuck, is Jay about to win? Like, do Paul Levesque need to call an audible from gorilla position and put Jay over, man? Because he's over like fuck right now. And, man, if he would have won that match that night, oh my, that building would have, the roof would have came off. It would have erupted, seriously. Incredible entrance by Jey Uso. Another even match, though. Both solid workers again. Both men are great in the ring. And it was an even match, back and forth, some close calls. It looks like Damian Priest about to lose, but JD comes in, tries to help Damian Priest. Damian Priest gets pissed off because he tried to do something to help him. Jey Uso was gonna kick him, but he was gonna kick Damian, I think, but he ducked. He kicked JD. Then that's when he wound up hitting Damian with a spear or something like that. But Damian is like pissed off at JD. Yo, I told you I don't need you. I told you. Then they have this thing where in the middle of the match, it's like a sequence of yeet and no yeet. So when he hits Damian, he would say yeet, the crowd. When Damian hits Jay, they'll say no yeet. And that was just a perfective way of just, just wrestling, just slowing the match down, just telling the story, letting the crowd be engaged and interact with these two performers. Incredible, man. So after that segment, you got Finn Balor interrupts the match now, and Damian Priest gets upset again. Then Jey Uso, he's on the top rope. He's about to try to hit Samoan splash, but I think Finn Balor, one of them, maybe it was Damian Priest, he knocked the ropes off, then he fell on the turnbuckle, hit his nuts on the turnbuckle or whatever. Then Damian hit the south of heaven from the second rope. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest remains champion. We knew he was going to remain champion. I still think that's the right choice. I wouldn't have been mad if they pivot, though. Because who would have thought Jey Uso would be this over? We all knew he was fire. We all loved Jey Uso. But main event Jey Uso, that isn't like just a cool thing to say. No, that's really main event Jey Uso. It's different. I want to see the title on Jey Uso sooner than later. I'm not saying now. I'm not saying this year, but his moment has to come, man. We got to capitalize off that. So, what else happened after that? Oh, yeah, so you got Damian Priest. After he wins, he gripped Finn Balor up right by his face like this. Pussy, stop fucking interfering in my match. I want to see what's going to happen with that. Like, do the Demon Finn Balor come back? You turn him babyface, go against Damian? Do Finn Balor leave Judgment Day, build his own faction, bring JD with him? Is it time to break up the Judgment Day? Damian Priest, he has some new music now. Maybe that's a sign that he's about to take another direction since he got his title and he did everything he could do with Judgment Day. Who knows? Next, you got Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill versus the Kabuki Warriors from Damage Control. Man, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, what I tell y'all? I told y'all Jade Cargill will be impressive tonight. She's not going to have just the same moves. She's not going to come with a arsenal of moves this fast. But she's going to, over time, just little by little, start giving us new things. Start trying new things. She's going to get more comfortable. This was a great showing by Jade Cargill. It was a great showing, as always, from Bianca Belair. It was a great showing from the Kabuki Warriors, who were great tag team champions. Match was fire. The crowd was into it. Jade Cargill did this fucking, what was it? A springboard crossbody off the top rope. She got tagged in. She springboard crossbody. She jumped right off the ropes. Incredible perfection. Then, they have a regular back and forth match. You know what I mean? Of course, Bianca started it off. Jade got the tag. But then Bianca got tagged in. Then she's getting beat up. Then Jade gets tagged in, starts dominating. Then she has this one spot at the very end. I can't even explain it. She picked the one chick up from Damage Control, twisted her around. That shit was incredible. Jade Cargill is so fucking strong, man. But she hit her with that. Bianca hit that one girl with the finisher. 1, 2, 3. We got new tag champions. Everyone knows that they were gonna win the tag title. It's just the timing. It looks right, and Jade Cargill needs it. I feel like Bianca Belair could use it. This is a special time in WWE. This is a special time in professional wrestling where we see two black women at the optimal level of their game. We never seen nothing like this. And even when you take color and everything out of it, this is special because we just never seen nothing like this. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they're a split image of each other. Even though they're different, they're the same. It's like Spider-Man to Spider-Man. It's like incredible. Now, let me point this out. I don't want to be nitpicking, but there was an awkward moment in the match where one of the Kabuki Warriors weren't the legal person. So she's trying to pin Jade, I think, and the referee is yelling at her, "You're not the legal person. Tag Oscar in." But it wasn't no wrestling thing where he's fake saying it. He's like, this is real. You're not the legal person. Oscar is. So that was a little awkward. But if you're not like watching as closely as I am, maybe you like don't give a fuck or you missed it, whatever. But I thought that was interesting, to say the least. It wasn't a perfect match, but it was a solid match. I give it an 8.5. It was a very, very solid match. I'm loving to see these two women do what they're doing right now. I think it's just incredible. Now, last but not least, we got Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, two members of the Bullet Club. This was a great match. It was a solid match. Cody is so fucking over in France. It's hard to comprehend. After his song is over, everybody's screaming word for word. It's hard for Samantha to even get the announcements out. It's incredible how over he was. But that wasn't even the surprise. The surprise was really AJ Styles. They were singing something where AJ Styles, I don't know what it was, but they were singing and clapping and stomping, and you literally seen the fucking cameraman shake, like the camera was shaking. The whole building was about to erupt every time this happens. And from Triple H, what Triple H said, a lot of people were getting messages on their Apple Watch like, yo, You are risking permanent ear damage. Wherever you're doing, wherever you're at is loud as fuck. You might want to turn it down. It was that loud. People were getting notifications from their Apple Watches, and that goes to show you, man, that France crowd was it had a lot of pent up energy. They've been wanting this for a long time, and I think we gotta go back there. If I'm WWE, we gotta spin the block on that one. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles, a great solid match. We knew Cody Rhodes was going to end this match. We knew Cody Rhodes was going to be out on top. And like I was telling y'all, that shoulder, remember, he's favoring that shoulder. Now, I don't think he's injured as bad as I probably thought, because a lot of the match, AJ Styles was targeting the shoulder and, Cody was selling it, which leads me to believe that wasn't a real, not saying it wasn't a real injury, but it might not be as bad as what I initially thought. But they could be planting this seed in the storyline just to save Cody's face if he has to drop the belt to get some work done with that shoulder. Something is going on with that shoulder, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know. That's just from what I'm seeing. Shoulder injuries are very weird, but he sold the shoulder. AJ Styles, he targeted the shoulder a lot of the match. A very, very great match. Both superstars look completely strong in this match. The crowds were rooting for AJ Styles hard. It seemed like half AJ Styles, half Cody. They're going back and forth, and Cody, he hits this crazy ass super Cody cutter from the top rope. Bang. Pick him up. Crossroads. Bang. 1, 2, 3. Cody the champion, and Cody. People are saying, man, Cody. I don't like Cody championship run. As I said before, bro, it's been a fucking month. Give me a break. Let Cody work. Let him cook. Let him give him an opportunity to be a champion. You know what I mean? Give him an opportunity to prove himself. This was a great first title defense. He had a title defense versus Carmelo Hayes. It was a great match if you minus the botch. He's doing a good job. He's going out, and this is another thing that people don't see. When he did a bunch of live events in France, he's been traveling since he won the title. It's been nonstop running for Cody. Give him a chance, bro. He's okay. He's doing all right. He's performing at the highest level you could perform at. You can't have Cody be champion for fucking 4 weeks and talk about this is not a great championship run. He didn't even start running yet. This is the first fucking pay-per-view since he been champion. People sometimes are so fucking dumb, bro. Like, I don't get it, man. But Cody did a great job tonight. Paul Levesque, WWE, Nick Khan, Lee Fitting, the whole production staff. This is what happens when a team is on the same page, when you have a great leader. This was a great show, and it was a lot better than what I would thought. I really thought Backlash was going to be like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 at best. I give this show a 9. I really give this show a 9, and to be honest, I don't even know. The only reason I won't give Backlash a 10 will be maybe the predictability, because everything was still predictable, and what made the show was really the crowd, and I feel like the performers fed off the crowd. They were always going to do great, but it just upped their level of game, and don't get it fucked up. It still was going to be a good show, but I get a show a 9 out of 10. I was not expecting a show to this level, especially just the live TV the past few weeks been very hard to watch at times, very hard to stay the fuck up at times. But we got through it, and if I gotta go through that to get something like this, you got no complaints with me. You know what I mean? It ain't. I don't want to say it's cool because I think WWE could be a lot more consistent creatively, but I take what I could get. You know what I mean? You gonna give us the whack ass draft just to set up for a great backlash. You know, I'm cool with that, man. Overall, great event, great crowd from France. I'm gonna watch this. A pay-per-view you could watch back. There's not too many pay-per-views I want to watch again, but this is one of them. I want to watch it again. I just want to sit back and enjoy the pay-per-view one more time to kind of get a second look at it. But that's my initial reaction to the Backlash 2024. It's Bobby Monsoon, 215. Monday, we got Monday Night Raw. And the rosters are locked in, and we're going to see what's going on with that. But before we go, they said WrestleMania had an announcement. If you watch the Kentucky Derby, I don't watch Kentucky Derby at all. But let's just see. Let's look this up live. WrestleMania. We're going to look this up live. WrestleMania announcement. WrestleMania 41 is official and is set Las Vegas, Nevada. This is going to be incredible. I'm going to fly out to Las Vegas for this one. I don't know if I could afford WrestleMania again. 2 years in a row just sounds kind of crazy. I'm going to try though. But I'm going to fly out to Las Vegas and I'm going to be in the WrestleMania sphere, and I'm going to be with the fans, and, you know, I'm going to bring y'all on that journey in Las Vegas. This is going to be a goodie. WrestleMania in Las Vegas, WrestleMania 41. Are we going to see Roman and Rock? Who knows, man? That's good. That's good. Congratulations to Las Vegas, and we're going to see how that plays out. It's Bobby Monsoon, 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Monday night, I'm going to see y'all. Let's hope that WWE doesn't retract to the trash shows they did a few weeks ago. The draft is over. The roster's locked. Great. We got through Backlash. Great. Let's keep it consistent with this energy. Let's keep it consistent with just giving our best effort creatively and putting these superstars in the best positions to win. Great job from WWE one more time. Great job from the France crowd one more time. I'm going to see y'all Monday.